here. It's the end of the day.
You can zoom in so it's bigger.
No, because then the words won't all be on my screen at one time.
You
Do you need
can,
glasses?
she has glasses.
I have glasses because I have an astigmatism, but just as the day gets on, and it's not that, like, I can still read it, but it just will take me longer than usual, and I already am a slow reader.
That's okay. We'll fill you in. We'll make sure that you know what's coming up.
It's the going back and forth from something big to something small that my eyes have to, like, readjust to the small.
That's
I'm
fair.
just confused why you don't have it as split screen.
It is split screen, that's what I'm telling you.
Okay.
But she said if she scrolls in too much, then she can't see all the words.
Okay.
It's fine. But before we do our intro, I just want to tell you guys that I started reading a Rebecca Yarros book. I'm
Which
reading
one?
one of her contemporary novels. It's called The Last Letter.
Okay, I've heard that one's really good. I do want
Um,
to read it.
it is going to destroy me.
Oh, yeah.
I
Yeah.
I already know that I'm going to be bawling by the time I finish with this book. I've already teared up multiple times.
I actually
It's
don't
gonna be
know if you can read one of her books without crying. Like, I don't know if she has a book that doesn't make people cry.
I don't know, but I think this one is the one that I've heard about that like absolutely destroys people.
Yeah.
Um, so I'm terrified because I have gotten way too attached to these characters already, and I know something bad is going to happen, and it just makes me sad. So when I am crying, I will call you guys and be like, "Don't read it. Don't read it. Don't feel the heartbreak." But anyways, I just had to tell you that I'm trying out Rebecca Yarros in a different light, and I am sucked in. I immediately already can't even tell that it's Rebecca. Like I love how she writes, and it's like I just get sucked into her stories. I love her.
She's good.
She's a good author. But okay, let's get into it, friends. Welcome to the Pocket Friends podcast. We are your hosts. I'm Miranda,
I'm Daniela.
And I'm Jillian.
and well, we all look a little clownish after Conformity Gate was not real,
That's okay.
but I think we all kind of knew, just like hope.
Yeah. It was,
I
for me, it was definitely like this would be really cool, but I'm fine with how it ended.
Okay,
I'm not as upset with the ending as a lot of people are.
as Jillian is.
yeah.
Yeah.
Here's what I think happened. So the Duffer Brothers really hyped it up, and they kept saying things like it's it's going to be such a clear final ending, and it's going to be so cinematic you need to see it in theaters and all this stuff. And I just don't feel like it lived up to those expectations. Maybe if they hadn't laid that groundwork, I would feel better about the finale. But I was like expecting this huge cinematic event, and I just don't think it felt like that.
Daniela,
What are you doing?
I'm trying to figure out why so much noise is coming from my microphone, but I'm just sitting here.
I don't know. I was just gonna say, if you're gonna put it down, mute it. Um, Anywho, um, I definitely like I thought seeing it in theaters was fun, but it was not the same cinematic experience that was promised. I will say. Is there a stomach?
Yeah, but I just ate, that's why.
What part? That your microphone picked that up.
It's picking up everything and I don't know
turn
why.
turn down your mic.
I just did.
on the microphone?
I did.
Are
Okay.
you sure it's connected? Click the mic thing down at the bottom and make sure it's on your microphone and not your just normal MacBook.
Yeah, it is.
I guess your MacBook or your
She's
microphone is very sensitive today.
she's gonna be a problem.
I'm sorry.
It's okay. That was just really funny. Um, we can cut that out if you want.
I don't care.
Um, what were you
Anyway,
saying? So you were talking about the cinematic experience. I know you were upset by some of the like endings and you felt like it wasn't tied up as well as it should have. Um, I don't know. I think I disagree. I think that they tied it up with a bow pretty much. Like everyone got an ending, whether
except
you
for
want to
the
believe.
ambiguity.
Yeah, but I feel like that was for the fans because I feel like one way or another, people would have been upset. So it's like, do you choose to believe or not?
Well, it's you can believe Eleven is alive, you can believe she's dead, or they lost completely and Vecna's still alive. Like that's just, there's too many options there. Give me
I
something.
don't see that Vecna's still alive
That
theory,
at the
really.
very end of the show, when the credits finish rolling, it starts with his clock starts ticking.
The ending with Vecna winning is where all the conformity gate theories come into play, anyways.
Right.
They left
Mm,
all those little things so you can either believe Vecna was controlling what you were seeing and none of it was real and he won and killed everyone, or 11 died, or 11 got away.
okay. I get it now. I guess I just didn't really even think about the whole I knew what conformity gate was about, but I guess I didn't really see that playing into the ending. I thought you could really believe whether Elle was alive or not.
Those are two options, yes. It's just like if if they're gonna do the whole the villain won at the end of the day, I don't think that should be an ambiguous ending. That should be like a pretty clear take that direction and go with it.
So if they hadn't played Vecna's ticky-tocky noise at the end,
Plus all the continuity stuff.
right? If they hadn't done all of that, would you have been happy with the ending?
Yes, because the continuity stuff is the thing I'm upset about the most.
Okay.
It just comes across as messy when you have a show that's been so good about it for the final season to just be like, man, we don't care about the details anymore.
Yeah. Fair. Okay. Well, conformity gate didn't happen.
Also, because like the Netflix accounts were really playing into it, a lot of people dropped their subscriptions.
Yeah, I definitely
Like
think
a
they shouldn't
lot.
have done that. Yeah, I'm sure someone got fired over that.
And they were even selling products that said like Vecna lives.
I don't like that.
Yeah,
Mm.
I'm upset along with the internet on this one.
I choose to ignore all the continuity errors and to believe that I don't really know what happened. Danielle, are you okay?
Yeah. I just don't have much stand. I think the ending was fine how it is, and people can be mad if they want.
Okay.
All right.
What
I
about
I do
you?
agree that the Duffer Brothers probably did hype it up a little bit too much, and that's where a lot of the like unhappiness came from to begin with,
Hmm.
causing conformity gate to even form. But I mean, what are you gonna do if you're like super proud of your show that you made? You're gonna hype it
I
up.
bet. Yeah.
Which brings us to the Stranger Things documentary, which I haven't watched the full thing. I've just seen clips of it online so far. It came out yesterday.
Yeah.
I know episode 9 is not a part of it. Like, they made that very clear. The show is over. But they start off the documentary with, we're filming these episodes and we don't even have a final script because they just didn't have stuff finished.
Which is crazy to me considering how much time they had to make the final.
Yeah.
Like the final season, I feel like was in development for forever.
Years.
Yeah. Mm, that's
So,
interesting. I
like,
haven't watched a single bit of it. I haven't actually seen any videos on it.
we can watch it and talk about it next time. But
Yeah.
what I've seen so far is like they were just so unprepared going into this season.
Hmm. That's interesting. Yeah, so that probably led into some of that.
And the thing about the Demogorgons not being there for like the final battle was brought up. Like somebody said in a meeting, I think we need to have Demogorgons there. And they like just didn't add them.
Okay. Well, now I'm interested to see more, to talk more about this after we watch the documentary,
Yeah.
because
Next time.
next time I'm sure there'll be plenty to say about it.
Yeah. From what I've heard so far, it does remind me of the Stranger, or not Stranger Things, Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness,
Yeah.
which is like the second Doctor Strange installment, but it's came right after WandaVision. And Elizabeth
Hmm.
Olsen had a lot to say about how difficult it was to make Multiverse of Madness because they started writing for that one before they even finished writing for WandaVision. So they didn't know where her character ended before they were like, here's what we're going to do with her next. And she was like, the continuity issues were so blaring to her that she was so upset, like, making the second movie. And then, like, now she doesn't work with Marvel anymore and she says she won't work with them again. And I was just like, this, we've seen this play out before in the past, and it's just like,
Yeah.
always ends
With
badly.
with Marvel, it just seemed like more of it was like a money grab. Like Marvel was hot, and so they were creating everything before they even had thought everything out. The Duffer Brothers, I don't know. Maybe they just felt the enormity of like trying to finish the season, and so they couldn't make a decision on anything.
I don't know. What bugs me is they said that they've had the ending planned out since the beginning, and now it feels like that was a lie and they didn't actually know how it was going to end.
Yeah. Yeah, if they couldn't figure out the final script. Mm. Okay. Well,
So, more to come on that.
more to come, more thoughts to share. Do we want to talk about the funniest video that we've all seen so far this year?
It might be the funniest video of the year,
Yeah, I know,
but
and it's only January.
so at a Pennsylvania, I think they're the Hershey's, maybe potentially. It's a hockey
It's in
team.
Pennsylvania, right? Yeah.
Yeah. Um, so their like hockey team plays, and then during the intermission, they let the little kids come out and play, and like a full-on brawl. Like it was a little fight at first, and then all the kids got in on it. And it reminds me of, I don't know if you've seen any of those videos of like the kids' t-ball games where it's like just a 30-second clip and it's like every time you watch this just focus on a different kid. And you can do
Yeah.
that with this because there's so much happening in it. But there's this one kid in particular that just made me laugh. He was the goalie. He was literally on the other side of the rink, like skated all the way down and flew into the dog pile of kids and knocked them all over. It looks like he was defending his little brother
Yeah.
because he like got in on every fight and then like totally body checked this kid that went after his little brother again. And then he skated back to the other side of the rink to play goalie and like blocked the goal. And I was like, that kid's just so impressive.
One of my favorite views of that particular scene was in one you can see the like mascot on the rink, and this person has to be maybe not adult, but like semi-adult at least, like old enough, and they're just standing there, like
Not
watching,
doing anything.
not doing a single thing. And like just no one looks like they're coming to help. No one looks like they're trying to stop this. These kids are just fighting. And I know fighting is like pretty common in hockey, so I don't know if that's just like, oh, they'll sort it out. It'll be fine. Um, yeah. But that was so funny. I just like witnessed this like brawl happening on the ice. And
And it lasted for almost a minute, and nobody
yeah,
broke it
it
up.
lasted forever.
Well,
But
a
I
lot
do,
of the
I think,
comments are like, these kids are gonna make it to the NHL.
yeah, the body checking, the just piling on top of each other.
So
That
much.
was pretty good.
And it's so good. It's a good way to start the year.
Yeah. Danielle, have you seen any other funny videos that you can think of?
No.
I haven't really noticed a ton of trends yet.
Yeah.
No. The
Like,
Anthropology Rock made a comeback at Christmas time. So
it
I saw
did.
those videos like in January, but I haven't seen anything new
No. I mean, trends
aside from
come and
Logan's
go.
Christmas party being
Oh, yeah.
like a
That was gold.
thing.
That was golden. That was so funny. So glad Logan made it to his Christmas party.
Yeah.
And they made a big deal about it.
Maybe the buttons are a trend. I mean, the idea started at the end of last year, but
The buttons.
365 buttons.
I don't know what that is.
Maybe I'm online too much.
No, 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 no. I actually listened to another podcast. I listened to the Fantasy Fangirls, not Fantasy Fangirls, um, Ladies and Tangents talk about this. But there was like this girl who was like a young girl
She's
who
like 12 or 13.
yeah, and she was like, next year I'm gonna have 365 buttons, and I'm gonna put like one away every day to remember to remind me of something. I can't even remember what it was for.
She was just like she doesn't it was for her to like conceptualize time.
Yes, that's what it was. She was like, as passing, like I can like see the day passing and the like time passing by like putting another button in for each day. And everyone's like, well, what does the buttons mean? Like, what do you mean the passage of time and like all this stuff? And she basically went to the comments to fight back and be like, it doesn't have to have a reason. Like, it's my buttons. If you want to do this, go get your own buttons. She's like, you
Yeah.
can make up whatever reason you want. This is mine.
Yeah, she had a great clapback.
It was so good. I'm like, you're 12. That's fantastic. I love that you're on the
Yeah.
internet and just like telling people to mind their own business.
Yeah.
No, I did not see that, but that does sound entertaining.
I didn't even see the video. This is just my recounting from watching or listening to somebody else recount it. So that it's gotten around the internet, apparently. But that's so funny that you've seen the button thing.
And some
Um,
people have them. Some people started it.
did they say what they're doing their buttons for?
Hey, so actually it only has to make sense to me. No. No, but I've just seen like people with the two jars and they're like moving buttons over.
Heck, if
Okay,
you have
that
a
makes more
button,
sense. It's two jars. The one is the days that haven't passed, and the one is the days that have passed.
Yes.
yeah.
Okay. I was like, just adding buttons to the jar, it's just gonna get fuller. But seeing it, the one get lesser and the other one get fuller, that makes sense.
Would you do it?
No, I would forget to do it. That's
Yeah.
that's not something I would remember to do regularly.
Yeah.
Be
Yeah.
like,
The
oh,
80.
how many days has it been? Let's put 5 buttons over here.
Um, I got a calendar or like one of those little calendar, what do you call them? Agendas. That's what I used to call them.
Like a planner?
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Where did that word just it was gone? Then I got a planner because I've realized I keep forgetting stuff. I don't know if it's just been that because I'm out of school now, that my brain just automatically forgets everything that I'm supposed to be doing. Um, and it's not work stuff. It's usually like life stuff. Like I'll forget that I plan to go do this with somebody on this day, or that I have this appointment on this day. So I just got a life planner, and I'm hoping that I'll remember stuff now.
Wow, that's so adult of you.
I
I know.
liked
I
the
just put stuff
calendar
in my
Carly
calendar on my
had.
phone.
I liked the calendar Carly had.
It
I
takes up a whole wall.
A wall calendar?
it's like a small wall. Like it's like this like width of like this.
Okay.
Um
But it's
but
big.
it's like large boxes for each day with lines that you can write whatever into.
Is it like a tearaway thing or?
It's one that like hangs on the wall and you flip it.
Oh, that's fun. Alec and I really loved when we lived in our apartment having our whiteboard calendar on the fridge.
I just never use calendar.
I have a
I
calendar on my desk at work, and then I just put
I
everything in my phone.
I have bought so many calendars with the intention of using them. I've set up several digital calendars with the intention of using them. Zero follow through. I shouldn't say zero. I do it for like a week
Yeah. I will
and
say
then
it's harder when it's just you and your schedule because
mm,
you're always like, I'll remember it or whatever. I didn't really honestly start doing it regularly until Alec and I had a bunch of things going on. And he needed to be updated, I needed to be updated, and so that's where the kitchen calendar came in so that he could see, like, I would make plans, I would tell him about said plans, and then he'd forget about said plans. And so I put everything on the calendar so that he would remember what said plans were. It would be like a lunch ladies dinner, or it would be lunch ladies, lost school friend group dinner. I say lunch ladies because we all casually know what
you
that
should have
is.
just left it at lunch ladies. That would have
um,
been better.
sorry. Our friend group would have dinner, or we'd make plans with friends to go to dinner, or his parents, we would like go spend a weekend there. So we just needed to write them down so that he would remember and I would remember too. It's helpful when you
Yeah.
share your life with somebody
Yeah.
on a regular basis.
I also just don't have that much going on outside of work currently. Like
Yeah,
not enough to need a calendar.
yeah. It's better when you're busy,
Yeah.
or it's more useful when you're busy. I shouldn't say better
Yeah.
when you're busy, but a calendar helps a lot more when you have a lot more going on. I don't need it right now because it's too bougie for me, but those like skylight calendars that everyone's like advertising nowadays, they're like digital calendars that you can put like on your kitchen, like in your kitchen or something.
Oh
And
yeah,
it
yeah,
has
yeah.
chores, it has everybody's stuff going on. It like hooks up to your devices. It looks so cool. And I definitely want that in the future when I have kids and everyone's got like different activities.
Yeah.
It's a little too much for me right now. I don't necessarily need all of that for just me and
Mm.
Alec. But in the future, that's my dream. That's goals.
Yeah. That would have been great when we were kids and like a million activities.
Yeah.
Need to know where everybody's at.
Mom
Yeah.
had a good enough system though.
What was your mom's
Her
system?
just knowing where everything was. We
Well,
had we had a
no,
dry
we
erase
had
calendar.
a calendar. We still have one. She has a designated color for each person. And any
Yeah.
like event or anything, doctor's appointments, anything like that, early days off school, she would write in that person's color.
That makes sense. I kind of think that's how the skylight calendar works, is like everyone gets assigned like a color, or I don't know if that's exactly, or if it's like certain categories or different certain colors. It's probably super customizable. Um, but growing up in my house with a family of seven, we had a printout paper calendar on the fridge. because keeping track of 7 people was pretty difficult. There would be this and that all over the place. So if you had a thing, you had to write it down, or else no one would know about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, we had like the dry erase calendar, and mom would write times and everything for it.
Yeah. Uh, Stuff for the future, not right now when I'm childless. Oh, speaking of being childless, my mother-in-law called me again.
To
So,
ask where her grandchild is.
yes. Specifically, she called me yesterday just to check up on me because she hadn't seen me in a week. And she was like, "Oh, by the way, we had dinner with Alec last night, and he mentions that you guys have already talked about grandparent names for us." And she, was like, "Is there something I need to know?" Like, no. This is
You'll
not my
know, don't
business.
worry.
Like, first of all, no. Second of all, I'm still living at my parents' house, so double no. Um, and
I
then I
think
told
about that,
them,
like, also, like, what would, like, my aunt name be? Because my name is hard for children to say
Danny, yeah.
in my
And
world
Lila.
of working with kids. My name is hard for them to say, especially when they're young. And so I'm very curious what name is going to stick instead of my actual name, because I'm sure it's not going to be my actual name.
Well, speaking of whatever, so speaking of aunt names, my name also isn't the easiest for kids to say. Miranda, it's got a lot of letters in there. Um, and somehow no one knows, but all of my nieces and nephew call me Bia. Bia. So they will give you your name.
Yeah. Yeah.
They'll give you a name, and it may
I
be
know they will,
completely
because
different.
that's why I've never really like put any thought into like what I would want to be called, because with the children that I've worked with, they always just call me whatever, and then that sticks.
Hmm.
And so I know that it's going to
What
be
have
a
they called you?
situation like that. Huh?
What have they called you?
Dunlala, Lella, Lala, lots of law things.
Yeah, really going with the L's.
Yeah. Tyler always called me Ella when he was little.
Jillian, have you had like nicknames like that from little kids?
um, Not really. If they don't get Jillian, they at least get the Jill part.
Yeah.
So some very like I respond to a lot, but
Or
something
like,
with a J sound, and I'm gonna answer.
oh, interesting. I was gonna say, or what if they can't say the J and it's like Lillian?
Ilian.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ill. They just start calling you Ill.
When I was little, I couldn't say my name, and I called myself Gian.
Jean.
Yeah.
Yeah, she did.
That's cute.
Gian Bean, and then her last name, but I'm not gonna say her last name.
You can say it how I
Well,
said it.
Sorry.
um, yeah. My family grew up calling me Randa.
We
Randa
call you
Ray.
Randy.
Yeah, and then school friends call me Randy. Um, my best friend from growing up is she calls me, which doesn't make any sense. It's really not a nickname, but she calls me Marmalade, like marmalade. Um, so that's always been funny. I call her Livlia. She calls me Marmalade.
Nice.
Yeah. Um, but anyways, yeah. So she was on me again about grandbabies. And I was telling her, I said, I didn't sign up for all the extra like health insurance stuff that you're supposed to sign up for if you are like planning to have a baby. Like you sign up for like the hospital stay and like there's some extra like insurance stuff that you can help when you know you have a big hospital expense coming up. And I was like, yeah, I'm not signing up for all of that because I'm not planning on having a baby in 2026. And she was like, Miranda, I have a secret. I was like, what? She goes, you can do a life event and change all of that. I was like, great. And then I was like, yeah, but Amy, you can't qualify for FMLA until after you've worked at your job for a year. And she's like, Miranda, I have a secret. I was like, what, Amy? She goes, in September, you'll have been there for a year. And so if you got pregnant now, that would be after. So you would qualify.
Oh my gosh.
I was
Gotta
like,
come up with some new excuses.
um, I'm just gonna start
Just
telling her that she has
Or
another child that can give her a grandchild.
yeah, or she could just
say she can't bring it up until you have a house.
Oh, we've had this conversation. We've had it. She knows. She understands. But then as soon as we get a house, you know what it's gonna be? She's gonna be like, are you pregnant?
yeah.
When are you gonna give me a baby? So
Then I'll start asking.
then you start, oh God, I'm gonna get it all
Once there's a
set.
house, what else are we waiting for?
Let's
You got
say
all
30.
that space to yourselves.
Let's wait till 30.
I thought you were talking like, oh, I guess that would be next year.
Yeah, Jillian, I turned 30 in October.
Yeah.
Jillian.
Okay, we don't have to wait long then.
Okay, let's move on. What shows are we currently watching?
Charmed.
It's a full rewatch of Charmed for me. Danielle is experiencing some of it for the first time. She doesn't remember where she left off.
Yeah.
Jillian has the DVDs of every single season, and I have watched a lot of it. Like even the stuff that we're currently on, I have like seen, but I don't really remember. Like I watched it a long time ago,
Mm-hmm.
like
I've seen large
preteen
portions.
era.
I've seen large portions of Charmed. I don't think I've seen every single season. I know.
I
You're
have. This is
lucky.
one of my favorite shows.
Why do you like it so much?
Probably because I grew up with it. Like
So
it's
it's
the
just nostalgia.
nostalgia. Yeah.
Same
But
with me. I like
it was like my comfort show, which is kind of weird if you know what the show's about. But
it's the same thing
Criminal
for me
Minds.
with Pretty Little Liars, and that's kind of a weird comfort show as well. But
Yeah. I was gonna say Criminal Minds is mine, which is disturbing and also really makes sense of what my career is. So
yep.
I get it. But okay,
It's
so
also
nostalgia.
as we're watching it, we're like, but it's really held up.
yeah,
Really?
Like the special effects and everything, I am super impressed because I was a little worried. Like I haven't watched it in a few years, and I was
Yeah.
like, oh, I might
they
like
used
cringe
a
a little bit.
lot of like practical effects, so it's not a
Yeah.
lot of like
Like
CGI that was
crazy.
done really poorly.
Yeah. That's good because that's I have a hard time. Alec really wants to watch Buffy, and we watched uh 6 to 8 episodes, I think, of it, but the special effects are so old. It's a little cringy for me.
Yeah.
Um, so practical effects or stuff like that would definitely help, I think. But
Hmm.
Daniela, what do you like about it? What do you like about Charmed?
The magic, the characters, the drama, the
Yeah.
love
The
lives,
plot.
yeah, the plot, as Ann Darby calls it. Um, yeah, I just like the whole vibes.
Yeah. Do you feel like
Their
it
house,
like
their house. I love
the
their
house is
house.
gorgeous?
I want their house. I
Yes.
want my house to look exactly like their house.
Yeah. Do you feel like any of it is like outdated? Or do you feel like it's just like, oh, like this is a good of that like of that time?
No, I feel like really it's held up really well. The most like thing that makes it stand out at all to not being a current day show is their outfits, but even some of their outfits are kind of coming back now, like some of the stuff they were wearing.
They
So
are because
even
this is like
that
the
is
early
like
2000s, right?
coming back
Hmm.
around.
It's like it started in the late 90s.
Okay, so yeah, in its prime in like the early
And
2000s.
even in its prime, the outfits that they were wearing were a little out there anyways. So like, but now those trends are like coming back around a lot of them.
Mm-hmm.
So like even the outfits are like kind of holding up.
Yeah.
Love that.
And then, so like, one of the sisters owns a nightclub and they have a bunch of musical acts and stuff. And
Mhm.
I think even like obviously it's not current artists or anything, but we were like watching an episode and Danielle was like, "Oh, I really like this song."
Yeah, I tried to find it. It wasn't on Spotify, but it came up on Shazam, so I assume it's on Apple somewhere. But
That's fun.
yeah,
Were they like artists of that time?
Yeah.
yeah, they all the like live shows in like the early 2000s, 90s would have like indie artists come on
Yeah.
because they didn't have to like pay a whole bunch for the music. And then that's how so many artists like were discovered and blew up. And we don't have that now. And it's just like a
No.
different vibe in general.
Now it's TikTok.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Small sound bites. Mm. Okay. Well, speaking of time period piece, the show that I'm watching is Downton Abbey, which
What do you
is
think?
way old. I honestly did not expect to love it as much as I do. I I know I do love kind of like a period piece. Like I like watching certain shows that take place way back when. Um, but I think what I like about it is that it has the drama. It has like the romantic, yearning love stories without kind of the modern day twist of like some of the shows are like really raunchy now or really just
Hmm.
like sex heavy. Whereas this is like it's just focused on kind of the cute parts of the relationship and like I don't know. There's a
They
lot more
had to be
to it.
proper.
It's a little
Yeah.
more wholesome.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a lot more wholesome. There's a lot more build up to it. Like it took three
Hmm.
seasons for these people to get together. That's a long time. Um, yeah. And
Yeah,
like
it's like a classic show.
yeah. Um, and I like seeing the classes because they have like the stories all about like the family, the rich family, and all of their servants. And so you get to
Hmm.
see both sides of it. Um, so I really think that's fun. And then they have like, I don't know, I think about the books that I've read, even like Bridgerton and certain things of like, oh, you're not supposed to be alone together, or all the rules that you had when you were out in society. Um, and it's fun to see it in like a show like this.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I really enjoy it.
How far are you into it?
I think I'm on season 3.
Okay.
I can't remember how. I think there's 4 seasons in a movie. If I,
There's
There's a new movie, isn't
two
there?
movies, two
oh,
or three
well,
movies.
okay. Well, there's more to watch then. So I'm glad I have so much content to consume. I'm also
I'll
glad
have
it's
to
done so
join.
that I don't have to wait for something new to come out.
Yeah.
As far because I don't
I
think
love
there's
Downton
any.
Abbey.
Yeah. I think my favorite character is Anna.
Yeah, she's a good one.
Yeah.
I can't comment. I've never actually watched it.
Anna's the
Um,
like, housemaid slash ladies servant. Um, and she's just so committed. Like she does anything for her people.
Love that.
From what I've seen so far. That's my favorite thing about her is that she would like bury a body or or she would like go to war for the people that she loves and cares for.
Yeah.
So, I just appreciate that about her. Who's your
I
favorite
always
character?
really liked Cora.
I like Cora too, but she frustrates me. Daniela, who's your favorite character in Charmed?
Um, I think Phoebe.
Because she's the middle child.
Middle child energy.
Yeah.
I remember always liking Piper.
Piper's my favorite.
Well, she becomes the oldest, so
Mm-hmm. She
Piper
gives
and
old.
Leo.
Leo was Jillian's first crush.
My first
Really?
celebrity crush. Yep.
Oh, yes, you've told me that before.
hmm
Right, because we were talking about
That's
your
the
type.
kind of man she's looking for, guys, in case you're curious.
We should put a picture of Leo, like right here. Doesn't he have blonde hair?
Yeah, like dirty blonde,
Yeah.
Sandy.
Tall,
blue
blonde, blue
eyes.
eyes. Precisely. It's okay. I married my childhood. Like I didn't marry my childhood crush, but I married someone that looks like my childhood crush. So, except for Josh Hutcherson is short, and my husband is not short. So,
No.
slight difference.
Who was your
What?
first celebrity crush, Daniela?
Um, Caleb from Pretty Little Liars.
Really?
Daniela likes the bad boys.
That's fair.
It's not
That's
that
why you
bad.
were loving, that's why you liked
That's
Conrad.
like how he's introduced to us.
He's just trying to get by. His
Yeah,
foster family was stealing
this
all
is
his money.
he's not necessarily a bad boy, but he's
No.
rough around the edges.
Yeah.
Yes.
He's a good person.
I liked Toby too, but I think I liked Caleb better.
Yeah, I think I
Toby
liked.
kind of has similar issues.
Especially like right off the bat. Like Toby had to grow on me.
Toby had a lot of issues. I mean, his
I didn't
sister
really
was
like Toby.
awful.
So you never even finished the show.
I've seen
In the
enough of
book,
it.
which I think there was maybe in the show too, but there was like a whole incest storyline.
It's
Yeah,
yes.
his stepsister.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
icky.
There's a lot that happens in that show.
Yeah, I probably shouldn't have been watching that show when I was, but it's
My favorite thing about that show is how many people still to this day like will put up like boards of like all the characters and try and connect the dots. Um,
yeah.
I watched this whole video one time, and it was like a long video of the liars themselves all trying to connect who they had all slept with
Yeah.
in the show or had like romantic liaisons with.
Relations with, yeah.
Yeah. And it was so good because they were like some obviously connected to like more people, like two people or two of the liars, and they'd be like, "Oh, who did we share a partner with?" And then they'd figure it out and slap it up there, and it was so funny.
My favorite thing is people trying to figure out the never ending November timeline.
Yeah,
And Allison's the night before she goes missing timeline.
girl
She
did a
was
lot.
a busy woman.
Yeah, true.
Holly, you're
I feel like we've
too
talked about this before. I've definitely had
We
a drunk
did. Yeah.
conversation. Okay.
When we were talking about how much I hate continuity errors and
Oh,
how Pretty
yes.
Little Liars has
It's
so
one big
many.
continuity error.
I can't.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, well, hoping for non-continuity errors, can we talk about Bridgerton?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay,
Season
I have
4.
so many thoughts that don't even relate to Benedict. But for listeners, I just need to say I've read all the books. Jillian and Daniela have not. So I'm not trying to spoil anything. Um, but I just want to have some conversations about things that I'm thinking about as I've seen previews for the new season. First of all, um, I don't expect to see the Featherington sisters again.
Interesting.
Interesting.
I mean,
Yeah,
yeah, they're married, they have kids, and their
Yeah.
kids
I
are
know.
irrelevant.
I just feel like it's going to be weird though, because they were so involved, even in seasons one and two. which I know it was because Penelope was developing as Lady Whistledown, and then obviously her season and the whole issue with the Featherington heir. They had all of that involved, and so they had to be there. But now that all that's solved, they're just going to disappear, and I think
Yeah.
it's going to be a little weird.
Hmm. So do you think Portia, the mom, is still going to be around?
So I'm pretty sure I've seen her in promos.
Okay.
So I do think Portia's going to be around. I don't know what role she's going to be serving though.
Yeah,
So I'm
because
hoping,
Penelope's married.
yeah. And there's an heir now. She has a
Yeah.
son. So he's Lord Featherington. And hi Dolly. Way to make an appearance on the pod. Um, but I'm kind
I
of
can't
curious
pet
if
you with this
she's
hand.
going
Sorry.
to become more involved as like whether she'll help Penelope with Lady Whistledown. I could see her
Yeah,
being a
that's
person.
that's kind of how I could see her getting involved, is like turning this into a business, and like
Uh-huh.
she needs something to do.
Well, all of her children are married and her house is saved. So yeah, I don't really know what other role she's going to be playing. So that'll be interesting. Um, I also wonder now that they're technically the if Penelope and Colin are like the parents of the new Lord Featherington, if they're moving into her old house,
Mm.
and maybe her mom lives there too.
That's a
Oh,
possibility.
That would actually be so good because she always like Penelope was like her like afterthought. And
yeah,
then Penelope's gonna be the lady of the house then if her son is the Lord.
yeah,
So then it
I could
could
see
be
that.
like her mom is just like trying to stay on her good side and not
Yeah.
get kicked out.
yeah. That could be interesting. So that's just a thought. I was just thinking a lot about the Featheringtons and how little they'll be involved this season. After being so heavily involved the last three seasons.
Hmm. That's interesting. I
Um,
hadn't thought about that.
yeah. So then next, I was thinking about Mama Bridgerton's romantic
Love story.
relationship. I just am so curious because in the books, there was never even a hint of a thought that she was going to be with anyone other than what was his name? Byron?
Ed
Edmund? That's his name.
Edmund.
Yeah.
Byron.
I was like, Byron, where did that come from? I have no idea. Um, but yeah, so I'm kind of glad for it though, because I mean, she is still kind of a young lady. Like, she hasn't completely lived out her life. So I'm glad she's finding someone else.
Yeah, I'm
Uh,
excited for that.
yes. But
And
as
like
for
what's
Rose,
gonna happen with Lady Danbury with that.
well, she kind of gave her blessing at the end of last season.
I know, but like, is there still gonna be
Yeah.
Surely
something that
there's gonna be some
happens?
sort of conflict that happens.
If there's conflict, I think it's going to be her kids.
Yeah.
I could see the boys being ultra protective of
Anthony.
Tony, Colin, Benny, all of them, honestly. And even like Eloise. I can see Eloise being like, Mom, you were this independent woman who
Yeah.
don't need no man.
She's like, you finally got the dream.
Yeah. Yeah. She's like, Mom, you can live by yourself. It's fine. You're a grown woman. You can do everything independently, just what I want to do. Um,
Is Eloise even gonna be around?
yes.
So
Eloise is in
she's
this
not
season.
leaving for Scotland yet.
No, they did leave. They went for the
Oh,
off
this is
season.
gonna be after. Okay.
Yeah. So this is
There's a
yeah.
time. There's a little time jump.
Well, there's a time jump every season.
I know.
They're only really showing the London season, and then the rest of the
Yeah.
year they go off and do their own thing. So Francesca and John are back.
Which it's like the
That's
spring and
cool.
summer, isn't it? is shown
I think
for
so.
that general time.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Um, Francesca and John are back. Benedict, because Benedict went with them too, right? It was Benedict, Eloise,
I
and
think so.
Francesca and Michaela. They like all
And we
went.
know Francesca's coming back because her clip got posted on
Yes. And Eloise has
that
been
she's gonna
seen
be
in,
back.
she's oh, what's her face? Um, oh my gosh. The like warrior of France. Oh, why can't I think? Anyways, Eloise is like
Joan of Arc. What?
Julie
What do you?
Park. That's who I'm thinking of. That's who she's going as to the masquerade.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So she's in this season. And I've seen clips of her and Penelope together. So I think they're friends again.
Okay.
So I'm excited to see their friendship again.
Hmm.
Um, Last season was hard because they were not friends. And I think it's going to be funny to
It's a
see them
crazy
make fun of
season.
Benedict. What?
I said it was a crazy season. There was
Yeah.
just it was very heavy.
Yeah.
And ironically, it was the first season Jillian watched.
True.
Yeah. So now you're
It
introduced
was
to the
And then
it
I
warriors.
was
went
one of
back.
those it was one of those shows that I was watching in my room when she came in and was like, "Let
What
me
you
hang out with
watching?
you." While she did something else on her computer and then ended up doing nothing else on her computer and watching the show.
Yep.
Well, the good thing is that they're not necessarily a long watch. So
Yeah.
you can like watch it and then you're kind of done.
Yeah, I rewatched season one like while we were home for Christmas in like 2 days.
Yeah. It's a quick watch. I will be with binge watching, I think, all the episodes the first, like both days they come out because I love the
Lovely.
show. Okay, moving on. Talking about Eloise, I am interested because Benedict is like her last single person, right?
And
He's
I
like,
feel like they have like a special sibling relationship.
I
Yeah.
agree. Yeah. And so, but with Benedict getting married this season, being taken off the market this season, Eloise is going to be left alone. So I think and I hope that they are going to start to build out her character a little bit more to get her prepared for whatever her love story is going to be.
Mm-hmm.
I would love to
Yeah.
see some maturing and some growth in that area from her this season. Still being the strong, independent woman she is, but also maybe not so childish of like, I'm never getting married, I'm never doing this, I'm never da 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 da.
Yeah, I'd like to see her have some sort of realization of if she can find her love match, then that entails someone who will let her be her.
Absolutely. So that's to come. Um, I'm also excited to see Francesca and John because and I've told you in the book, we don't get to see much of them. We don't get to see much of their relationship.
Yeah, because
So,
it's not the focus.
because it's not the focus.
Well, and
Um,
even she was just kind of a side character last season.
yes, but she's still going to be a side character this season. It's not her love
Yeah,
story
but like
season.
she didn't get like a love story season.
Yeah, which it's coming.
I know.
Um, but I'm excited to see them. It does if they keep with the story and something happens. Um, them doing this though is going to break a lot of hearts. If they give them this like great love story and then break everyone's hearts, I will be sad.
Well, isn't that kind of the point of her story? Like you're
Yes.
supposed to feel like she was so in love and then
Yes, but I don't know if they're necessarily doing that because they're giving hints that she already has not necessarily feelings, but maybe some sort of attraction or something. It feels some type of way towards John's cousin, Michaela.
yeah, I've heard people get mad about this. And they're like, that's not supposed to be her story.
Yeah, the thing is that he didn't even look at anyone else until months after John passes away. So
So they're changing it up.
they're changing it up, which I think that Benedict's story is the last story that they're gonna really be able to stick to like the most plot points in the book for. Francesca's season and Eloise's season, I struggle to see how they're gonna maintain the same things. So we'll have to see how that goes. Um, but so Francesca, I am excited to see Francesca and John though, just to see what they do with it because that was left so out in the open. The Mondricks, I can never pronounce their name right. Um,
Mondrakes.
Yeah.
Mondricks. I just I struggle with them so much.
Why?
Just I just I just don't feel as much of a pull towards their story. Like their scenes to me, I I don't feel the same connection to. And maybe it's because they were never in the books at all, or what? I mean, what do you guys think as people who haven't read the books? Like, do you like them? Do you like their story?
I don't really dislike them, but I'm also like, it doesn't feel that relevant either. Like, I could
Yeah,
do without it completely and I'd be fine.
It
yeah,
feels like kind of like just filler sometimes, like just
yeah,
to give you something else that's going on, and it's not just solely.
It is kind of like a peek at a different world because, like, they have money, but, like, they didn't come from the family money like
They're a
everybody
different
else.
status than
Yeah.
everyone
right.
else.
Okay, that's fair. I do see that perspective. I don't know. I'm keep waiting for them to feel very relevant. And I guess, like you said, I just have been not loving it so far. So hopefully, maybe season four, I know that they're in it. I've seen a clip, they're in it. So we'll see what they do with them this season.
I think for me, it's kind of more like a perspective on class, where like, and also like they come into the money, and he's all like into it, and she was like, "But this isn't us,"
Hmm. Well, and
stuff
then
like
he
that.
wasn't into it because it made him give up his club. And he was like,
Hmm.
who are these people to tell me what I can and can't do?
Yeah,
Yeah. So it is sort of interesting to see, like, I don't know, just like the different roles and how, like, that can
Yeah,
impact how, like you're still not living as freely as you thought you would just because you have all this money and
and you're married.
like there's still different conflicts.
Yeah. I did love their ball the most last season.
You didn't like Penelope's ball?
Okay, I did like the butterflies. That was fun.
The bugs.
Bugs! Riley, the bugs! Um, God, the feather. I'm gonna miss the Featherington sisters so much. The best lines.
They're
I
so
feel like
silly.
they were so funny.
they're a good kind of like dumb.
Yeah, they're the comedic relief that we needed. Um, I thought they had like I don't know. I did like the bugs, but I really enjoyed their little display um as well. The mock.
Okay, I don't remember. Where did we leave off with Cressida?
She's gone. She
She's
got
just
shipped
out.
off.
She's not going to be there.
No,
Then what's going to be the comedic relief?
I don't know. Benny? No,
He
Colin?
can't
I
he
don't know.
can't be the joke in his own love story.
True. Maybe Colin will come back and be the joke.
Maybe Hyacinth
And Gregory.
then maybe
Yeah,
they'll play more.
maybe. I'm kind of expecting next season for their actors to start getting replaced.
Why?
I don't know. At this point, the actors are
They're old
getting old
enough.
enough.
I don't know if they'll keep them though.
I don't know because I feel like I like recognize them as them.
Maybe Hyacinth, but not Gregory. Because I think Gregory will always just, he looks like a kid. And that would be not something that I think Netflix would do.
But they've still, I don't know, like
We still
put
have
a
to be more
beard on
flexible.
him.
They've also got a few years still.
Yeah. So I don't know. We'll see. Um, Another character though that I've been thinking a lot about is the Queen. Because her main storyline has all been about hunting down Lady Whistledown. And
Yeah.
now it's been unmasked. What is her main purpose going to be? Because, like, obviously she's been naming the diamonds and, like, naming specific girls throughout the seasons, but, like, that's been, like, one small storyline in the whole Whistledown.
Dolly.
She's getting into everything right now.
She's
She
fine.
just has to play.
Um, so the preview, like the first preview I saw was like the Queen with Penelope in front of
Yeah.
her, and she was like, say it in Whistledown's voice. Um, I wonder
Yes.
if there's gonna be some like freedom of the press sort of issue where like the Queen wants to utilize Whistledown in some way, and that causes an issue.
Hmm. That's interesting. Okay. Makes sense. Because she's definitely involved.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, she
Um,
is the Queen of England. Does she really need another role?
I'm just wondering what her involvement's going to be. Like, I know she's going to be
Yeah.
involved. Just like, what is her main story going to be this season? I've been kind of wondering, not necessarily this season, but whether one of these storylines one of these days is going to be her husband dying.
Oh, Georgie.
I know. But I just, he's not well,
No.
and that would certainly shake up things.
Mm,
Yeah. Her and her 13 kids.
Yeah, her bazillion children. I will admit though, I still have not watched all of Queen Charlotte.
I haven't
I
watched
haven't
any
watched
of it.
any of it.
It wasn't my favorite.
It never
So,
really spoke to me when I was scrolling through things to watch.
right. Yes, it never spoke to you. Okay, is that 11 things? I think that's 11 things.
So nothing about Benedict's story.
I have
Can't
lots
say
of things to
anything.
say about that, but I'm trying to hold off because I'm not trying to give you
Go lay down.
the
Go
book.
Okay,
I
well,
did,
here's what
lay
my
down.
okay,
thoughts based
go
on the
ahead.
preview. So I know it's supposed to be like Cinderella's story, like she's servant class and he's not.
Hmm.
But then it was also like she's pretending to be like from his status. So like he's in love with two people at the same time, but it's actually just her. It's what I've gathered from the previews.
That is so
Okay.
complicated. I haven't watched any previews, by the way.
I'm
I
ex
saw the one preview of like her slipper falling off.
her glove.
Her
Yeah,
glove.
whatever.
That's the theories behind.
Um, so I guess we were talking about like there's going to be like some characters added because we've lost some. I think there's going to be like we get a little bit more of a peek into like the servant world and what's going on there. So it might be a
Yeah,
little bit Downton Abbey-esque with like the
I
upstairs
love that.
downstairs.
Yeah,
Um, and then there the like plot of the story might be where the comedic relief comes in. Of like
yeah,
we know she's the same person. And then she's like, pretending to be two different people and all
yeah.
this stuff.
I will say one thing is that a portion of Benedict's book takes place in the country, and I'm curious if they're actually going to do that or not.
Well, that would be interesting since we were just in the country last season for a good portion.
Were we?
Yeah,
Are we
we were
done?
at their country home.
I thought
That
that
was
was
in
season two.
Oh yeah, I forgot. Sorry.
Yeah.
We were
Yeah,
watching season 2, that's why I just
Are we gonna
remember.
get Kate and Anthony's baby?
I hope so. I
There's
hope
gonna be
they're
a lot
back.
of kids.
Yeah, because I mean, obviously Colin and Penelope have had a child
Okay,
because they made
I
a baby
also,
quick.
yeah, I also love Daphne, and I'm so upset that we
I know.
don't get
How
much
can I
of her.
remember that? I blame Renee, whatever his face is, for ruining Daphne
The
for us.
Duke's fault.
It is all
The
the Duke's
Duke.
fault. The Duke means
No,
the
because
dick.
I do love Daphne. Like, if I'm rewatching, usually I'd rewatch that season.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, and she makes quite a few appearances in season 2.
Hmm.
Yeah, she does. I think she just said that they just said that it wasn't worth it because it was hard, I think, to explain around her husband not being there.
Hmm.
Yeah. Ugh.
But maybe they should have just recast him since he's just such a small side character.
I mean, they still could. That's always an option.
True. Maybe
Just
she'll
be
come
like, oh,
back.
the Duke was in an accident and now he looks like this.
Now he's 5 foot tall and white. No.
And white.
And why?
That's like in Harry Potter when they replaced Crab. Was it Crab or one of Draco's friends? He went
Oh.
from
Yeah, but they didn't replace him. They just subbed in a different character.
oh, they changed his name.
Yeah, that's technically Blaze Zambini
Oh,
instead of Crab or Goyle. I
one
don't
of
know which
them.
one.
Yeah.
One of them.
Mm.
I didn't catch the name change and I was like, oh, they just didn't care. They're like
They're like, let's change this character completely and no one will notice. Um, yeah, that's technically supposed to be a different character.
gotcha.
But yeah,
But we could do it.
it would be so hard for Bridgerton because he obviously was a main character. Um,
Yeah.
but I think the fandom cares more about Daphne at this point and wants her there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
100%. He dropped the ball. That was on him.
Yeah.
Like we
My
wouldn't even
favorite,
blame the Bridgerton.
Listen, we don't even need an actor. Just do like a casting call for someone who's a doppelganger-ish for him. He
just
doesn't need any speaking
I don't even
lines. He
have
just
that.
needs to be somewhere like sitting on a couch.
Just be a prop.
Yeah.
Right. Be like, yeah, he's here. He's reading.
Yeah, it'd be even better if they like just didn't show his face. They just did like side from
Backpack.
back.
They could get away with it.
Good.
Um, Interesting. What was I? Oh, something just entered my brain. Oh, my favorite season is Tony and Kate.
I love that season.
I
I will die
do
on
love
that
that
hill.
season. I think my like seasons of like which one I like the most is in order 1, 2, 3.
Really?
Currently, yeah.
Mhm.
Mine is 2, 1, 3.
I would say mine's probably 2, 1, 3.
Yeah. I think
But
four
I
is
really
like,
like 3.
Guys, Anthony is also an oldest, and so is Kate.
are you claiming that we are just liking the oldest because we are oldest?
Yeah, you like relate to them more.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, fair.
Yeah. Theirs is
And
just fun.
Daphne is not an
She's
like
the
she's
oldest
the
girl.
oldest girl, but she is still like in the middle of what she can be with.
I think isn't she the, no, Eloise.
She's the fourth. She's the oldest girl.
Yeah, yeah. I was trying to think how many, there's 4 and 4.
Yeah, there's 8. They're in alphabetical order.
I know, but I can't think about what letter G lines up with. Or H.
H. Hyacinth's the youngest.
Yes, because she never met her father.
I think that's
Um,
part of why I like season 2, is we get a little bit more backstory.
yeah, we
We
do
got
get to.
backstory in the first season, just not for any of the Bridgerton characters. Bridgertons.
Yeah, we learned about the Duke.
And
But we don't care about the Duke anymore.
No,
and the
it's on
girl.
our good list. DTM.
And the girl. What's her name?
Daphne?
No.
Who?
The
Um,
woman.
Lady Danbury?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love Lady Danbury.
What is going to be her purpose in this season? She always has a project.
She'll find one. Maybe
Yeah.
maybe it'll be Sophie.
She'll like sponsor her.
I'm not gonna reveal. I can't say anything about everything. But maybe I
Like
think she
she
might have a hint.
realizes right away. She clocks it right away. She's like, this girl is. And then she's like, just pretend like you're with me.
I have a feeling Lady Danbury does show up in the books every once in a while, and she's usually a meddler, and it just
I
cracks me
love
up
it.
every
I
time.
love her.
It's so funny. She's like
I
portrayed as this like
aspire to
really
be her when
old.
I'm old.
Yeah, she's just like this really old woman who just like meddles in everything and knows way too much and bosses everyone around because she's old and she can.
Yeah, that's what I aspire to be when I'm old.
Yeah, and uses her cane for good and evil.
Little
Um,
delightful Derek moment.
yeah. So, Benny's season, I think it'll rank, I don't know. I don't know how to rank yet. It might be, I think it might be better than Colin's season.
Really dissing on Colin's season.
I didn't love Colin's season.
It was just so much drama because
Yeah.
like obviously there's this like friendship to lovers, but there was like a hot enemies moment in there too.
I think I had the hardest moment after they got married and they were just still in turmoil and like
Yeah.
just not happy. That was a tough time. I didn't love that. So, mm. There were parts I still liked about Penelope's season. Or, yeah. I really liked the first four episodes, I think. I think the latter half of the season is what got me.
I really need to rewatch it.
I've never rewatched the third season. Not gonna lie.
I'm in the middle of season 2 right now.
Yeah, we're
Yeah.
rewatching season 2, but we've been
I've watched
watching
season
Charmed.
one and two
So
so much, but now that it's coming out, maybe I need to go. Maybe I need to start. Maybe I'll pause Downton and go back to rewatching Bridgerton. I could use a rewatch.
are you telling me to rewatch season 1? Okay.
Okay. I haven't rewatched in a minute. I do think I rewatched part of Penelope's season recently. I think it was during bar studying because it was just like something mindless. I was like, I already know this. Um, but anyways, I'll rewatch. Maybe I'll have new thoughts next week before it comes out. But did you guys see? So they're doing this thing with Tubi where you could like watch the first episode live, like at the premiere,
Hmm.
or like you can watch it live online, but it's like showing at the premiere. The
Okay.
first
No, I
episode.
hadn't seen that.
Is that the
Yeah,
event?
yeah. It's
Oh
like a
yeah. Yeah, yeah,
yeah.
yeah. Okay, I
They
have seen
posted
that.
it on their stories. Um, but it's like at 11:30 a.m. I'm like, I work. I can't sit there and watch
Yeah.
the first episode. So,
So, won't be doing that. Okay.
no, and I also like it's probably going to be buggy.
Yeah.
It's probably going to be
It's
weird, and
probably
I would
not really
rather
the way you want to watch the first episode.
no, it's not how I really want to experience it. And I know once I watch the first episode, I'm going to want to see the next three. So, I might as well just wait until I have
Yeah.
access to more.
Yeah, that's how I'm feeling about Percy Jackson right now.
Why are you going to wait till several episodes are out?
No. I don't have the patience. I thought, listen, when I started season 2, I thought all the episodes were out.
Oh,
She was wrong.
I was very wrong.
It's almost done. You only have a
It
couple
is.
weeks left.
There's only like 3 more weeks left.
Well, there you go. You'll be fine.
But I don't have the patience to wait 3 weeks for it all to be out, so I am watching weekly now.
I
Every
miss
Wednesday.
I miss watching weekly. I kind of like the anticipation of seeing a new episode every week.
Yeah, I don't mind watching weekly, but it's annoying when I thought it was all out
Yes, I can understand that.
and I went into the intention with it of binge
Yeah,
watching.
especially if you
Yeah.
had like set aside all this time and you're like, okay, great, I have time to watch everything now. And then you're like, oh, I only have one thing to watch.
Yeah. Yeah, because I'd never actually watched season one. I'd seen like parts of episodes and stuff, but never like sat down and watched it. So I sat down and watched it while I was home for Christmas and then started season two because I finished season one. And then I thought all the episodes were out, and I was
Yeah.
like, sweet, I can just binge watch into season two. Nope,
Nope. Hmm.
I know.
Okay. So Percy Jackson, Downton Abbey, Charmed, soon to be Bridgerton. What else
High
are we watching?
potential.
High potential.
Oh yeah, High
That's also
Potential.
one once a week.
There's only one episode that's been out.
Yeah. They just came back for their spring season.
Nice. Is it going
Great
well?
show, highly recommend. 10 out of 10.
Hmm.
I won't be taking
It's
it.
like just a fun cop procedural show.
Yeah.
She's like a little different because she's not really a cop, but
I love how
Okay.
many shows you guys watch that are like cop shows,
the
but then
same
there's
story.
somebody who's not really a cop.
They're good.
It's certainly your favorite.
That's the
You
best
gotta do
kind
it
of
right
cop show.
though,
That's the best kind of cop show. A cop show where there's cops, but one of the main characters isn't really a cop.
Yeah, and they
because
solve
they're
every.
because they're the one who's like allowed to do something different. They're not like bound by the law necessarily.
Right. They can bend the morals a little bit. It's not black and
White
white.
collar. Yeah.
White collar for sure. The Mentalist, he was a big one of that too.
Whatever that one
Um,
show was where the coroner was involved and also a time traveler.
Forever. He's not a
Yeah,
time traveler.
sorry.
He
Just
was
live forever.
invincible. He
Yeah.
lived forever. He just had a lot of experience. And it was great because then you got to do a little flashback.
Yeah.
Castle, he was a mystery writer.
I don't
Bones.
think I've watched hardly
Bones.
any of these.
Okay, I'll send you a list.
I've watched the real cop shows. Like I've watched Criminal Minds. I've watched
I've
Law and
watched all
Order
of Criminal
SVU.
Minds.
Law and Order SVU. Have not watched
I
every
watched
single
some
of
of
that.
it.
I've watched a lot of that, especially the early seasons, not so much the latest stuff. Um,
CSI I watch only when I'm traveling because that's usually the best show that's on TV if Friends isn't on.
true.
True. There's always a CSI episode running. NCIS, that's everybody's cop.
I've watched NCIS, not every single season, but a lot of it.
Well, it's
I,
like, I think it's still going.
it's still
Maybe.
going. It is, but a lot of people have left. The cast has entirely changed.
Yeah.
Uh,
I think Mickey's the only one who's still there.
I think so. He's the only OG, and
Yeah.
NCIS is
he's not even
also
an
a
OG.
travel one.
Isn't he an OG? He's in season one.
I guess he is, but he wasn't in every episode in season one.
He might not have been. But because Kate was only in season one, and McGee definitely knew Kate.
Yes. No, she wasn't
It's
only in
not
season
that deep.
one. She made it to season three.
Did she?
Yeah.
Okay.
Anywho, I watched Bob, which is a fun cop show on Amazon Prime. I
Haven't
really like
seen.
it. That one's fun. That one's based on a book
So
series, so of course I like it.
we'll send you our list, and you will have endless TV to watch.
Wonderful. I won't
Because
send
these
you
are
that.
also long shows.
Yeah, these a lot of these are shows that were on like when TV was on TV. So
Yes.
it's long seasons.
Yes.
Forever is one season, but everything else like went into syndication. So
I don't think I'll be watching forever. I'm sorry.
I know you won't. You don't have to, because you just have a problem with the plot. It's just for
Um,
fun.
I know, but I have to like what I'm watching.
What is your issue with that show?
I don't know. I guess it has to be kind of like if it's going to be in the real world, I want it to be at least a little realistic, and that just feels so highly unrealistic to me. Maybe. I don't know.
Isn't that like most supernatural shows take place in the real world and they like have to hide it?
Yeah. Charmed is in the real world and
Yeah, but Charmed, like, there's like the world in which Charmed exists, magic lives. So weird things happen.
There's multiple immortal people in Forever.
Okay. Well, maybe I'll have to try it again. Maybe I just had a grudge against it when you guys were watching a TV show that I didn't know anything
maybe
about.
yeah, maybe just because you watched like a random episode in the middle and had no clue what was going on.
It also ends on a cliffhanger, and they only got one season.
So why would I watch it?
Jillian,
Because it was good.
I don't know why you use that. It's not a selling point. You should not even tell
It's
people
no,
that.
it's a warning.
No,
I'm like
no,
go into it
no,
knowing.
no. Don't go into it knowing, because then you're dreading it the whole time. Go into it not knowing, and then you're just upset at the end, and it's fine.
I made a promise to Ann Darby that I would only show her shows that had a good resolution, and I was like, this is an exception to that rule. But it's still a good show.
You didn't make that promise to Miranda, so you didn't need to tell her.
Okay.
Now she will never watch it because she already thinks she doesn't like it.
Did
True.
you watch Timeless? I told you to watch that too.
I have watched it, but we didn't. We like lost access. Like we couldn't get access to it. We watched a lot of
Do
that one though.
you I was like, do you still have my login for Apple?
She's gonna have to get her own Apple anyways. Oh, but you bought them.
I
I have.
bought it.
I don't know if I still have your access. I'd have to go back. I really like that TV show too. So that one
That
I
is
would be
good.
willing to try.
You should
But
also try Bones.
I've seen Bones. I've seen seasons of Bones. I've never finished it.
You should finish it.
I think I had a hard time with the characters. I don't know if I loved them as much as other people did.
Which characters?
The main ones.
Just the two main ones, or like
Yeah.
the whole group?
Well, the whole group, but the two main ones in particular. They're
Interesting.
So
awkward
how many
couples.
seasons did you make it though?
Probably two.
So
Oh,
Zach was still there. You got to keep going.
yeah. You didn't.
Okay.
You're gonna love Sweets.
Can I just say though that like if you don't love the first two seasons of a show, are you really gonna keep watching?
I liked the
I'm
first two seasons, but it
yeah.
gets better.
I'm just saying if your issue is the characters, there's some big change ups that happen. So
Okay.
maybe like jump to season 5 and see how you feel.
No, don't jump. Just watch the show. Jillian, you cannot say that when you've seen all of the show. Because
No,
they're
I
going to jump in.
definitely
Jillian, they're going to jump into some Palant thing and have no idea what's going on. You cannot just tell people
no.
to start a random season.
I feel
Um
like the only time you can do that is you can skip watching the first season of Parks and Recreation.
yeah,
Ignore
that
season
season's
one
awful.
entirely. It's awful. It was trying to be
Yeah.
The Office. It's not. Season two, they found their groove.
Yes.
Start at season two.
No. I when I first watched Bones, I was just watching like the episodes that came on TV. So I did not start at season 1.
No, but it's better if
Criminal Minds, I
you're
did the
watching
same
it
thing.
chronologically. And if you've already watched two seasons, Miranda, you can start at season 3 so you don't have to go through all that again.
Yeah, I know. I
You
just
don't
watched
necessarily have to
Bones.
remember everything that happened
I think I
in those
watched
first two seasons.
Bones when I was in college.
That's okay. You don't really need to know what happened in those 2 seasons.
I was in college 10 years ago.
It's okay. You don't really need to know what happened in those 2 seasons.
So you were watching it before it even finished.
I think so, yeah.
Or you can use that as like your background show right now, those first couple seasons, since you
Yeah.
have technically seen them, so you don't need to like pay like extraneous attention to them or anything.
Yeah. That's true. It could be a good background show. That's what NCIS was for me. It was a good background
Mm.
show.
I haven't watched NCIS in forever.
It had a good long,
I kind of quit when Ziva left because
yeah. I left.
And
I was done watching when Tony left.
I came back to watch him leave and then I stopped watching again.
Yeah. After Tony left. And then, well, what is annoying is that it's gone on for so long. And I find this with a lot of different TV shows that have just a lot of seasons, is that they end up getting broken up. And so some seasons will be on certain streaming platforms. And so it's
Yeah.
annoying because you're like, oh, there's only 5 seasons of this show. Oh, wait, actually, it's only 14 through 19 that's on Netflix. It's like, why would
Yeah.
I do that? Why would I watch that?
They did that with Criminal Minds, except for it was like Netflix only had the seasons with Hotch, and then when they like kicked Hotch off, those were on Hulu
Yeah,
or something.
yeah. Well, now they're
And
all on Paramount, so
I was like, that's just so funny that they broke it up like that.
yeah. I don't know why they did that, but I mean, the Hodge seasons are some of the best. So,
Yeah.
you haven't watched any Criminal Minds, Daniela?
I have.
Oh, you have.
I just not as into it as you guys. I don't think
That's
it's it's a little bit like Annabelle and stuff, where like
Too
especially the
spooky.
early seasons are based on true stories,
Yeah, you gotta stay
and I
away
don't love that.
from ones that Matthew Gray Gubler wrote and directed.
directed. Yeah,
I love him though.
I
I
love
love
him
him.
too, but
But he
oh my
writes some
gosh.
messed up stuff.
The
He's got a
only the
weird
only
mind.
two episodes that I like actually have to hide my face are ones that he wrote and directed. It's the one with the guy with the marionette puppets, and then the one with the clowns.
Yes.
I don't remember that
I
one.
can't remember the one with the
They're
clowns.
like they're like traveling with the circus,
Oh,
and they
yeah.
like do home invasions and
Yeah.
steal stuff.
Yeah. Yeah. Um, gosh.
I don't
The one that sticks so clearly in my brain, like always, all the time, and it's probably because I'm from Kansas City, but it's the Kansas City with the
That's a rough one.
that one is burned into my brain and I can't get it out.
Yeah.
That one freaks me out.
What's so funny though is I legit like used to play Criminal Minds episodes while I fell asleep.
Me too. It was my college sleep show. I would put that
Yeah,
on and go to bed.
I started rewatching it in college, and I was like,
Hmm.
perfect.
Yeah.
You know,
I was
that's
like,
actually terrible for your psyche.
that's probably why
Oh well.
that's probably why I love dealing with criminals now.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Part
We
of
just
it.
grew up on procedural shows. Like,
Yeah.
Hmm.
I also fell asleep watching Charmed. Like, that was a show I'd turn on when I was a kid going to bed. I was terrified of Ursula in The Little Mermaid. And so, like, if I had watched The Little Mermaid to, like, make myself feel better, I'd watch an episode of Charmed.
That's funny. I just like
I didn't know that.
USAA on TV would show every single episode of like they'd have like Law and Order SVU marathons. And that's what I would turn on because, I knew those shows so well. And those early seasons I know so, so well. I've seen those like every episode of Law and Order SVU, like the first 10 seasons, probably at least 2 or 3 times. Because that was just what was on, what I watched, what I liked.
Yeah, we always had like Bones and Castle.
Yeah.
Mom started watching Criminal Minds. That's how I started watching it.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Mom likes those shows a lot, though.
I
She also
really,
watches Dateline and stuff all the time.
yeah. It must have been on TV, and I just saw it one day. Criminal Minds, BAU. Sounded interesting.
Yeah.
Okay, we've talked long and hard about TV for a while, so maybe we'll save our F1 news for later.
Yeah. There's not much going on right now.
No,
We'll save it up.
everyone's just waiting to debut their cars.
Mhm.
I have been watching videos though on the changes to the car, and it's actually getting me really excited for the new season. It's like I think it's going to be even more strategy than ever before. So it's really going to be on the
Yes.
driver and the engineer um, to utilize the new boosts and the power and the mom, whatever system.
Didn't they change it again?
I don't know what it is. I don't know.
We'll know when the season starts.
Yeah,
They'll
they'll
have their
change it again,
official
I'm
names
sure.
then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're trying to
We'll
come
have
up
a
with
new
something
season.
that somebody won't make fun of, and I just don't think that's possible.
And no. Um, so yeah, I think it'll be a heavy strategy season. So I'm excited to see that. But other
Which
than
is
that,
unfortunate for Ferrari, because as we know.
they suck at strategy.
Well, have you guys heard Charles's news?
That if they're
Which,
not going to do well, then he's going to leave.
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah.
I don't blame him.
He's judging Ferrari based off of like their first few races, apparently.
Well,
Oh,
let's see if that actually holds true.
Yeah.
Because like,
that's
who is he
so
going to
funny.
make mid-season?
Red Bull.
I don't necessarily think he would move mid-season. I think he would finish the season out with them, but like he would be
Looking for something else.
actively looking.
And that would be it. He would be a big grab, so.
Imagine he goes to Red Bull.
Who do you
I
think he
actually don't
goes
want
to?
that
Red
though,
Bull
because
or
then who's going to be number one on Red Bull?
really?
Max would be.
Do you think
I don't
Mercedes
want him
would
to
take him?
go. I guess Mercedes would be fine.
Mercedes is, aren't they locked in for a few years with George and Kimi?
Uh,
Yeah, I guess also where would Kimmy go? And I don't
I
know.
don't know. I don't know if Kimmy's locked in. I think George has something. I don't know if
What if he went to
It's
McLaren?
okay, guys. Guys, we can discuss this next week.
yeah, we can.
Uh,
Okay. Well, bye.
bye.
Bye.